And we are live. Here we go. Good morning, Crypto Warriors, and welcome back to the Gem in the Crypto, episode 194. Today is Friday, June 22nd, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
10-ish.
Beautiful Friday.
Very beautiful.
Great Friday.
What is going on, everyone? Some quick shout outs going on. Antonio, Alex Daly, saying Bitcoin to 5K. I thought you said it was pumping last week. What's going on?
I know, right? Alex Daly. Oh, yeah, it's time to pump. Nah.
Gabriel Hernandez.
Pump faked.
There we go, Antonio. Yeah, tell Alex to send the bullet signals. Hola, Madam Crypto. Tessa Hall. Good morning. Good morning.
Sean Wilson. Oh, yeah.
Coke by Paris. Eric Coins Lee. Sean Wilson, everybody.
Facebook
and
people
boom.
coming on in soon.
There we go. All right. For the free Bitcoin yesterday, who won?
All right. So for the free Bitcoin, the winner was Sean Wilson. Thank you for your comment in response to our question, which was, how do you think Bitcoin having to be, or Congress having to tell how much Bitcoin they have, over 1,000, how will that affect us? He actually made a great comment stating that this actually legitimizes Bitcoin because if it's held in the same regard as real estate, stocks, everything else that they have to claim, then apparently Bitcoin is something. They can't really describe it, but it must. They basically made it legitimate. So, Sean, thanks for that comment there because technically, yeah, I mean, once you put it along the same lines of stuff that's been around for hundreds of years, it must be legitimizing it. So, thank you for your comment. I already sent those free Satoshis, brother.
Thanks, Sean. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go ahead and hop into the top news. Boom. Mt. Gox Crypto Exchange begins civil rehabilitation proceedings, ends Bitcoin sell-off. So, if you remember earlier this year, was it earlier this year or late last year they started doing some sell-offs?
Late December.
Okay, late December they started doing some sell-offs. Of course, people were blaming that on the price drop in Bitcoin specifically, but it looks like now they've entered civil rehabilitation proceedings, and the judge has basically said the sell-off must stop as of today. What's going on with Mt. Gox?
Well, Mt. Gox, as you know, has been around for a while. They got hacked shut down in 2014. All of the Bitcoin that they were holding, their users actually couldn't access it, but they could. So lately what has been happening is they have to pay whatever fines they have in order to pay it. They've been selling off Bitcoin steadily for the last 6 months. It looks like now a judge has halted it for now at least. Because they're having civil rehabilitation proceedings. Hopefully, the refund of Bitcoins to the users goes through more smoothly. However, the trustee for Mt. Gox cannot sell off more BTC, which could have been a catalyst for some of the extended sell-offs that we see now. So not saying it is the reason. There's always more to it than that. However, when you have billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, that is a way to affect the market, so to say, especially if they were doing it on major exchanges, which has been reported as well. So it looks like they'll take a chill pill for now, but hopefully they can get their users their money back, because that's the biggest thing, because they've held it for a long time.
Right. And for those watching us on YouTube, you can see this tweet we brought up by Yuji Nakamura, who basically lists out everything that's going on. This said court approves Mt. Gox civil rehab. Mostly good news. Number one, trustee won't sell more Bitcoin. Number two, creditors receive Bitcoin, not Japanese yen, which was originally intended, in early to mid 2019. Everyone must refile claims by October, which kind of sucks for those people who've been trying to file this for a while. And then the bad news are some creditors will sell the Bitcoin, of course, so that will hang over the market all the way until next year again. They won't be receiving that till early to mid 2019, so that might be an indicator there for the traders. So they say so at the very least, the trustee has no reason to dump until then. So a lot of news coming out of Mt. Gox. For those who've been around a while, they know how that affects them. And for those sitting on the sidelines, it's also a good story to kind of read into, understand what happened with the crypto market there.
Yep, and I will say, watch out for once they do release the funds to the users, they'll be selling off as well, because you got to understand when they lost their Bitcoin at the time, it was worth $200, $300, $400. So them selling at 6,000 is like amazing to them. Some people had hundreds of Bitcoin in there back when it was a lot cheaper. So I wouldn't be surprised at one big sell-off when they do release it. But, it's better to sell when the market's pumping. It's easy to get your orders through.
Coke by Paris just said, Judge has Bitcoin and watch the Draper video. Path to 100K begins now. There we go. Right? Bullish signal all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Jizzy Mac said, Magic the Gathering still screwing with Bitcoin. Jeez, I know, right? Yeah, for those who don't know about Mt. Gox, it was actually a Magic the Gathering trading card website before crypto. So,
oh, man. Yeah.
Again, good story to look into if you just want to know about crypto history.
Oh, man. Mark Capellas, one of the most hated people. And we were just talking about earlier, it was like, if you scared now, if you think these prices are something, imagine before Robinhood and all these, all these
Coinbase. You said Coinbase,
Coinbase. Yeah, imagine like today, Coinbase is shut down tomorrow, and all those fees were held up for the next 4 years because this was 4 years ago, people. So that's real fear. Those are people that are really like, they
sick of the market. Yeah,
Mark Capellas can't really show his face too much in the crypto community ever again. So
right. Japan hits 6 more crypto exchanges with business improvement orders on the heels of crypto exchanges. Of course, with everything that happened with Mt. Gox, Japan was like, this will not happen to us again. Of course, so they're over-regulating the exchanges there. The 6 exchanges they hit aren't big ones. It looks like it's Bitflyer, Kioni, or QN, I can pronounce that wrong, BTC Box, BitBank, Tech Bureau, and BitPoint. Of course, they're saying that they want basically a risk assessment management overhaul, centered, of course, on money laundering, and know your customer requirements. So, again, I know you talked about this was last week with Japan doing this as well. You know, the FSA is going crazy.
Yeah, oh yeah. They need that money.
That's right. And again, we get what they're saying about protecting the public, but centralizing data is what we're trying to get away from, and they're going right back to it. But.
Yeah, and this is a little bit overstated simply because none of these exchanges are major exchanges, and they're barely in the top 20. So, as far as, how it affects the price, I saw one story that actually stated this is the reason the price dropped, and I don't think these small exchanges will be the reason. However, long term, we know Japan is trying to get their stuff in order because they actually like crypto, so they want their KYC, AML in place before they, I guess, release the floodgates, so to say. So, not a huge thing there as far as regulation-wise. We saw it coming, but it is happening. So
yeah, Japan is moving. I know you mentioned again last week, but Japan is moving forward aggressively.
Very aggressively.
Again, hopefully these exchanges can become decentralized sooner rather than later. But last story speaking about exchanges. Well, second to last story speaking about exchanges. In Ukraine, 4 have been arrested for running fake crypto exchanges. So you can kind of read this story on your own. It's on Cointelegraph. But basically, 4 guys were suspected of running 6 fake crypto exchanges. They're between the ages of 20 and 26. And yeah, they basically deceived users, stole money, the same old scam type stuff in crypto. Important thing to note on this, though, is that, yes, we talk about hacks and fake websites and spoof websites and phishing attempts. There are now fake exchanges. So add that.
Fake exchanges.
Right. Let's go. Hey, go full, never go full. Yeah. So, one of the things to be on the lookout for, we definitely want to keep you in the know on that. Because if you are trying to go bargain bin hunting or dumpster diving for some of these small cap coins that aren't listed on the bigger exchanges, you need to know you have to be careful on what exchanges you go to. So
yeah, and it's funny, these exchanges, they completely fake. They have nothing to do with anything. They didn't name what the names were, however, because usually these scams are going to come back around.
Right.
These people don't go away just because these 4 people got arrested. All somebody did when they saw this was, well, I can do fake exchanges. I can do it better. So this isn't going away. So you want to always make sure you protect yourself. And hopefully guys like this, they'll learn their lesson. But I doubt it because they don't really have super strict rules over here, but I don't know about Ukraine. So
right, I'll say this is in Ukraine. There's been a lot of some shady stuff coming out of Ukraine with the news. So I mean, it's specific to crypto. So I'm not sure what type of safe havens going on over there or what, but we need to stop
like Gabriel Hernandez said. Wait, you mean there's the criminals that try to con people out of money? That's never happened before in crypto. Exactly. Right. Scammers run amok.
Jizzy Matt, correct. Craptopia is the lowest you should go. Cryptopia people, that's a great place to go bargain bin, dumpster hunting. Gabriel Hernandez, of course, he said, you mean there are criminals that try to con people out of money? That's never happened before crypto. Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
So last exchange article, the real one now, is the Winklevoss brothers win patent to provide crypto-based exchange-traded products.
Good gracious, people.
This is another story, again. If you want to read this, people, is on Cointelegraph. We've talked about this a lot, all the different products the Winklevoss twins have been offering and trying to patent. You know, they filed a patent with this one. Looks like they're going to get it as well. But this basically allows you to have ETPs that hold digital assets and other products and or services related to ETPs holding digital assets such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, you know, all the ones that made the headlines so far. And, you know, one of the big things to remember about this is that it's all made up.
They just made it up from scratch, send it to the SEC, and then...
You know, they say ETPs are a type of security where the value is derived from other investment instruments such as commodities, currencies, share prices, or interest rates. In this case, the ETP's price is derived from cryptocurrencies. It is one of those things which is an ancillary item for someone to buy that isn't even real or makes sense instead of actually buying crypto itself.
Yep.
Again, you got to give props to the Winklevoss twins. They're smart, but, you know, they come from that blue blood family. They're on Wall Street. And they are literally bringing in that Wall Street structure to crypto. And they're just saying, hey, how about we repackage it up this way and try to sell it to unsuspecting people? So,
yeah, and these baskets of assets,
right, baskets,
digital assets that they call them, to me it's kind of convoluted because they're only going off market cap. That is not the only indicator you need in order to invest. Because if I was investing in a digital assets group and Ripple was a part of it, I would automatically look at them like, all right, man, I don't know what y'all doing here, but I don't
money grab.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all doing here, but nah, I'm good. I can probably find something better to invest in. And you know, long term, this is what they're trying to achieve. Like he said, they're blue bloods. They're going to do it the traditional way. But this is kind of disheartening, as I like to say.
Right, you know,
there's so many
they've
patents
been slowly going back over
on stuff that it's literally again like, all right, crypto is this, and then this is a patent for something that has nothing to do with it. But we'll use crypto's name in order to bring people in. So, you know, smart business move on their end. However, Winklevoss is getting real diddly up in here.
They're getting really diddly. All right, I'm sorry. I'm about to start siding with Mark. All right, you better stop playing.
I'm getting real diddly.
Fed, the realtor, said these guys were patting their mom and they could.
I already did.
That's pretty funny. And Gabriel Hernandez said, "Will the Winklevoss brothers try to patent blockchain next?"
They already semi-have, but it's a type of blockchain. Like, that's what people don't understand. There's all types of blockchain. I mean, blockchains, it can be...
Remember, Bloomberg said they already had a blockchain.
Exactly.
They just run it.
You can just make up your own version of a blockchain, and essentially you can build it from scratch and add more features to it, and then all of a sudden patent it. MasterCard has done it a bunch. IBM is doing it with Hyperledger. So there's businesses who are already patenting their own blockchain. So not surprised Winklevoss is doing this.
Yes, thanks, Dan the Man. Shout out. Make sure you smash that like and share button. People, if you listen to us on our podcast, please give us a review. We would truly appreciate
trying to push
that.
those followers to 2K.
Let's get to the 2K mark. It's been a long time coming.
Oh, yeah.
All right, next up, Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis adds crypto price tracking to research database. The Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis will now be tracking the prices of 4 cryptocurrencies on their research database. According to June 19 post on their website, of course, those coins are some of the more popular ones: Bitcoin, Bcash, Ethereum, and Litecoin. And they're obtaining this data from exchange Coinbase. Now, what's important to remember about this story isn't the fact that they're doing it. They're not doing anything novel. You can go to CoinMarketCap and check prices. What's important to note is that, again, this is the Federal Reserve Bank, a Federal Reserve Bank. And you have to remember their narrative has been the last 2 to 3 years, especially aggressively this last 6 months to a year, has been anti-everything crypto. You know, this bank, they could kind of say something in an article about in January. This bank published a paper that gave an overall favorable assessment of Bitcoin. If you're just now publishing a paper in January 2018 that gives an overall favorable assessment to Bitcoin,
you're a researcher.
Who are you? Who are you? Like, you're not. You know, you shouldn't be doing that. But
you are super late.
You're very, especially for it to be a bank, is my point. And the reason that being is because this is what they're doing to try to win you back over, and to eventually buy that CBDC we keep talking about. All of a sudden, crypto was for criminals. It was ending the world. Now they're saying, well, hey, we're actually going to have a database where we're going to offer you pricing right here at our bank's website. You don't need to go outside of it. But again, these are the same people who did not want you to have it on the way up to 20K. So
oil and water, people. Right? Oil and water. They do not mix. However, if people try to force it, you will get some traction because there are people who can convolute the two. But most of the time, those people are people like Winklevoss and people like Ver and some of the bigger names, people who they have relations with people in big banks. But crypto, they have so much crypto that nobody's going to turn them away because they're essentially billionaires at this point. So a few people can do it, but not you, retail trader. You cannot balance.
It's for your safety, though.
It's for your safety because we don't want you to be an adult. Basically, we want to hold your hand and make sure we keep you in line.
And kind of going back with that and what you just said, it's kind of with the Winklevoss twins. I mean, it's literally to the point where, they're surrounded by a lot of very wealthy people, billionaires. You're talking about the people who go to Hamptons every week and all that. That's New York folks up there.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just like anywhere else. If you're the crypto person in your town or whatever, or they're the crypto person to their billionaire buddies who are finally late to the party but own these banks and own judges or are judges for that matter, or politicians. And they're basically just using the Winklevoss twins. Like, all right, well,
hey Tyler,
so
what do I do now?
You know what I mean?
Where's
is there any way we could do it this way? Like, we'll go ahead and we'll get you these patents, and everybody's gonna get paid and shake some hands. So, like you said, they're starting to look more diddly every day.
Diddlier and diddlier. And if you don't know who they are, like we said before, go back and watch the social. What is it? The social network.
The social network. The Facebook movie.
The Facebook movie. Yeah. Go back and watch, and you'll get a semi-good idea of how they are. Harvard people. That's a different group of people, brother.
This is a pretty good story. We saw FCoin crypto exchange draws fire for controversial business model. So if you haven't heard of FCoin is being ran by somebody who's working at Huobi. Founded by Zhang Jian, the former chief technology officer of Huobi. He's now at FCoin, who just basically raised a lot of noise in the last 24 hours or so because of their trading value. Which was basically going off the charts here.
5 billion?
Right? Was it 5.6 billion? Where's that number at? Boom, there it is.
Yep.
So, of course, that takes notice. These people are making a lot of money. They're not being listed on CoinMarketCap, but a service that's similar in China indicates that they had that $5.6 billion in trading volume over the last 24 hours. So everybody's saying, how are they doing this? Well, it looks like they have something called a trans-fee mining, which is seen as controversial by the Chinese crypto media and being criticized by Binance. And the reason why is because they're basically running an ongoing ICO.
CZ don't like that.
CZ definitely doesn't like that. What's basically happening is that they are using their trading fees to mine their FCoin to pay you out in it. So you're supposed to get 100% of all the fees being repaid in their FCoin. But that means literally they're just running an ongoing ICO if this is true. So
it's pretty slick.
It is very slick.
Yeah, and I think anybody who's innovative enough to come up with something like this will be innovative enough to come up with something else. So even if they don't like
that's what I don't understand. They keep trying to squash it. It's like
I'm like, y'all don't understand.
The cat's out the bag.
People
are experimenting with this technology.
If people can get to this point, you think it's going to stop? Like all people are going to do is, like Andre Santinopoulos says, innovate faster than they can regulate.
Right.
So by the time they put the clamps on this, he'll probably already have moved on to something else, and they'll find a way to mine through your watch or something like that, and then access the exchange through your phone or something. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways that this business model could go on, but this is a first. First time I've heard this, basically paying the fees through mining. That's pretty slick, and I think more people have more business models that are innovative, and as they come to the space, I mean, they can try and regulate it, but it's gonna be tough, man. People are definitely gonna be ahead of the curve.
This story actually reminds me of something pretty funny. It was like a Drake thing. He said not too long ago, or I guess a few years ago, one of his CDs, he was like, I can't wait for it to come out for people to hear this music. He was like, because I know it's getting pirated, but only a small segment of the population can actually pirate music, still does or know how to do it.
Yeah.
But to me, it's kind of like how this tech is now. Maybe only a small segment of the population knows how to use it and stuff, but the people who do are getting free music. You know what I mean? Like they are killing it right now because this is new tech is wide open.
Yep.
And as much as the government tries to overregulate everything, like you said, they can't ban the software itself. Like you can get access to the software and create. So
and they got the and now the FCoin, they've gotten the publicity they wanted. This is how you start an exchange.
Oh, now people know about it.
Then all of a sudden people are like, hold on, what? They do what? Oh yeah, let me see what this exchange is about. And we're talking about it. It's on, it's on news sites. So they basically achieved their goal.
Their job, yeah.
Because you can artificially pump.
And I was just about to say that a lot of that could have been his own money.
Just pump it, and then retail investors follow. Yep.
Come on,
robots follow.
I was just about to say, throw some of the pump and dump groups on it, make them reach out to their followers, and next thing you know, like you say, you're in the papers for it.
And now people using FCoin.
It'd be interesting to see what happens. Of course, it won't matter until they're worth a lot of money. then all of a sudden there'll be a problem.
Oh yeah.
Zcash pays off developer to avoid blockchain split. What's going on with the Zcash drama?
Sad news in the crypto world when you have developers who are disgruntled and they decide that they will fork Zcash or fork any cryptocurrency. He basically said he will pull a Bitcoin Cash, which we all know was a.
I'll run this.
Yeah, exactly.
King Kong ain't got.
Yeah, that's what happens when your developers get to a point where they haven't been paid, overworked, underpaid, so to say. He states that he wasn't paid for a long time. He's been working for free. He's living off developer fees and donations. However, as people get mad, he basically can't take it. He was like, look, altcoin drama rage, quit hard fork, as it were. Pull a Bitcoin Cash, as it were. Like that was his statement. Anybody that's too angry to type in regular English, that's when you know he wasn't playing around.
Starting words.
Yeah, he was just throwing words in there, word soup. So I think the guy who developed it got around 15,000, about 80 Zcash in order to help. He basically said that's a few months living expenses, so to say. But this does set a precedent that if you have disgruntled developers in your project and they control too much of it, and they've done a lot of pull requests, and they one of the top ones, if they can convince you that, hey, I can do something to this, because Zcash has a Zcash Foundation, so it's not like it's not centralized. He can actually talk to a central group of people. So hopefully they get it right and this doesn't happen to other projects, because Zcash is one of the top 10 biggest ones right now. So you don't want to see this happen on a bunch of different crypto projects, infighting.
It's a bad look. Yeah, it's a bad look.
Most great revolutions always got stopped because of infighting, not because of outside sources, always because people were fighting each other, trying to get whatever crabs in the barrel mentality in any type of innovation. So hopefully this doesn't become regular. But your boy basically said, yeah, I run this, so give me some money, or I'm stepping aside and I'll fork it myself. So hopefully this doesn't catch on, man.
Lesson in there, pay your developers right. That's true.
Yeah. If there's anybody you want to pay right now, it's security people and developers.
Jizzy Mac is on fire today. They said Z Classic. That was a good one.
Z Clash.
That was a good one. It is getting out of control.
Yeah.
And last but not least, gotta give him props for this, even though you can't say stealing is so early in in the industry. But I mean, it's actually good to see this competitiveness. Cointelegraph launches a job listing platform for the blockchain and crypto industries. Now, if you remember, we've been talking about this many times before. I think it's Crypto Jobs is the Twitter as well as the Telegram group. They might have renamed it or rehashed it, but they were actually one of the first ones I saw that did it very well. Looks like Cointelegraph is jumping on it, and I'm sure there'll be millions more. I mean, it won't be long before Indeed and some of these, monster.coms switch over to a whole crypto industry tab, where it's like this is a whole different job search. So kudos for taking over that market share. I mean, Cointelegraph is a smart move for them. I didn't see this one coming from them. Yeah. But a very smart move. But they launched a listings platform for crypto and blockchain specific job opportunities. Again, you can go to Cointelegraph. They have the article up. They even give you their email to let them know what you think about it so far, and then I'll show you how it looks on the next page. Here it is. I mean, it's just like any other job board, but you can actually see on the right, Huobi's hiring 22 people, Coin1, Ledger.
5 people?
Let's see Coin. Hey, we about to sneak into Coinbase. We're doing it live, streaming every day from Coinbase office. So senior financial analyst. Oh yeah, IPO all day.
Oh man.
Senior financial analyst, head of HR operations. Accounting manager.
Y'all don't have a head of HR? No wonder y'all running them.
I was just going to say the same thing.
What is going on? That's just one of the first hires.
That is, well, you know what? That's when you've been skinning bones right now as far as building that company. Yep. That goes to show people this is a multi-billion-dollar company with no head of HR, probably about to do an $8 billion IPO at the end of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing matters. Your kids don't need to go to school. They need to focus on the internet, all right? We keep trying to tell people.
They don't need anything but the internet.
Right. Head of HR operations. Oh, they literally don't. Oh, that was accounting manager, senior brand marketing manager, senior financial analyst. So that was Coinbase.
Yeah. And it's amazing some of these jobs, a lot of these jobs look for senior financial anything. Simply
you don't need to be senior though. Just let you know.
Like,
was that gonna say?
You do not. Yeah, okay, you do not need a senior anything right now, because there are companies that are thriving based off of people who just know what they're doing. You don't need somebody who knows what Wall Street was doing, how banking stuff is. Right. That doesn't.
You need to come in with fresh ideas and be able to execute. Really. Yeah. So
there's plenty of people who can tell you exactly how the Wall Street way works and how options and stocks and real estate and bonds. However, when you talk about crypto, that's different, man.
Yeah. But for those looking to change industries, whether it's for pay or just anything that's going to be different, you know, have a little bit more purpose. I mean, that'll definitely be fun. You know, you're a senior financial analyst. You've been working in the traditional sector for how long? And then all of a sudden you can go to a crypto company.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty cool. It might be scary. You got a family and everything. You know, you never know. But I thought this was pretty funny. Zcash is hiring a software developer. It's over 2 months ago. We'll say that, but still,
they saw the writing on the wall.
They saw the writing on the wall.
Somebody was gonna bug.
Hey, then information security engineer, DevOps developer, bring some people in here.
I know one thing. If I see a Mt. Gox listing on there, I am going to die laughing, because if they try and come back, hey, I wouldn't even be surprised. Remember, Mt. Gox was talking about ICO. Remember they would say they would come back with an ICO.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So if I see a Mt. Gox listing on there, that's gonna be hilarious. So.
And for all our traders out there, it looks like Huobi's hiring traders as analysts at an associate level. Again, it's one of those things. Don't let some of these titles scare you all. Of course, they are looking for people in, you know, quote unquote similar positions in your regular civilian job already. But this is new. All right, this is so new. They don't know who they need. They're just going up with who they think they need. Yeah,
and I know a few people who work for small companies, blockchain companies. They hire you as something, and then when you get there, you end up doing everything. Yeah. Because it's usually small teams,
it's a team,
10, 15 people, and then it's like, well, somebody got to get this developed. Somebody got to, build this. Somebody has to reach out for marketing. You end up doing everything. So that's one of the definite, walls to get into the industry. If you don't know a lot about crypto, you might as well kind of stay away.
Right. All right. Other than that, what are we doing for the free Bitcoin today?
Oh, yeah. So for those free Satoshis,
visit
jobs.cointelegraph.com. Let us know if you were to apply to a job in the industry, which one you would apply to and why.
Oh, nice.
If you were a developer, would you do that? Front-end engineer, maybe systems engineer, maybe a community manager. You good at social media? Let us know.
Tyler White, shout out BRD Wallet. He works with them. He was one of our crypto warriors early on. So
absolutely. So it's very possible. And let us know what you think, and we will send those free Satoshis. Put that public address, please.
There you go. As always, thanks for watching, people. Make sure you have Canadian Crypto said breaking Dino News update. Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom in theaters. There we go. Shout out Jurassic Park. That's a good series.
Shout out. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, have a happy Friday, people. Make sure you check us out at KirbyCrypto.com, KRBECRYPTO.com for some of the great deals we have going on.
Absolutely.
Here as well. And other than that, we will see you all next week with a lot more crypto news. I don't think I'm missing anything, am I?
No. If you're out this weekend in LA at the BET Awards, I'll be around somewhere with my Bitcoin stuff.
There we go.
Slapping people in the head with knowledge. So, if you see me out there, say what's up.
True. All right. Have a great weekend, people. Happy Friday. We'll see you all Monday morning at 10-ish.
At 10-ish.
Cheers.
Have a good one.